There's been a long time debate going on amongst desert racers of what class is toughest to drive in. Who is ultimately the better driver? The guys in the slowest vehicles, Class 11, or the top dogs in trophy trucks? Class 11 is an almost bone-stock VW bug, 1600cc engine, one small aftermarket shock per wheel, roll cage, and the rest is pretty much the way your parents went on dates back in 1970. Trophy trucks are unlimited purpose-built race vehicles. The unlimited part includes engine, wheels, suspension, but also budget. And the current price tag for a competitive trophy truck race-ready on race day is so high that if you need to ask, you can't afford it. Now, to aid in the long-standing debate, which of these two types of racers are truly faster, there is only one way to find out, and that is to stick one group in the other group's race car and say go. Since Class 11 drivers can't afford trophy trucks, or let's say couldn't afford wrecking them, we put the unlimited racers in the limited Class 11 race cars. On February 12th, Code put on the Class 11 Challenge in the Laguna Salada Desert right outside of Mexicali, Baja California. And to really make things interesting, they had them line up in a classic land rush start where by turn 1, you see the men separated from the boys. We asked El Jefe of Code, Alfonso Lacara, where this idea came from.
The idea first came about in our Mexicano Logistics race 2 years ago. Roger Norman got invited to race with the Class 11 team. And we had a pretty big entry in Class 11 that time. When Roger got to the finish line, I went to see, what he thought about riding in a Class 11. And he was really excited about it. He started telling me, they work similar to a trophy truck, obviously a different speed. But we would do this, and he was really excited about it, so I thought that was really cool. Then when the NORA race, the Mexican 1000 rally, came, Jorge, Martin, and Klaus invited Gustavo Vildosola to race with them. Gustavo accepted, they won, and Gustavo was really happy about how the car worked, and he was surprised how good a Class 11 worked. So we started thinking about that, and we started talking to some trophy truck drivers, obviously Roger Norman and Gustavo, and they said, yeah, we'll support the idea, we like it. And it just started, the ball started rolling. Talked to a lot of trophy truck drivers, and they all thought it was really good for the sport and for Class 11, so they did it. And today we just had all these great people, these legends racing with us in Class 11. I think they had a good time. And that's where it started, that's where it came about.
Hey Larry, how does it compare to driving a trophy truck?
Much more fun than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be a lot of work, but really it's not too bad. Once you're out there, it was really, things happen quickly. They happen just as quick in this as they do in a trophy truck. You have to look at every bump. The trophy truck will only have to look at every 50 bumps. So in this, we just all the time, you got to be deciding which way you're going to go. You're making decisions all the time. I think things happen just as quick in this as they do in a trophy truck.
Gustavo, you crossed the line 5th. What happened? You had a good start, and by turn 1, you had the lead.
Yeah, we were about race mile 4. We got a good start, and we must have hit a rock or something in the dust because our left rear went totally flat. We had no tire on it. When we got to the wash, it just sank. And we were trying to keep it going, but in the soft sand, it just sank.
Are you ready to do it again in Class 11?
Well, I'm ready.
You ready?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, we have another chance. Martin's an excellent driver. I think he can do a better job than I can in this car, so let's wait for this afternoon's results.
Bob, is racing Class 11 off your bucket list now?
Well, yeah, I think maybe, except all the trophy truck guys are talking about just getting them now and just have fun. Yeah, just racing each other. That was fun, though. That was good. These things are tough cars. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah.
So you'll add one to your fleet of race cars?
I don't know. We're just kidding around, knocking it around a little bit. That was really fun, though. What a great day.
Have you ever driven a car with 3 pedals?
No, and it's like a 2-speed, really, because you can't get 3rd or definitely never get into 4th on these things. They need a little bit of tighter box on them, but these are tough cars, though. Really neat. And very competitive. Boy, everybody just goes at it all day. I mean, no one lets up at all.
Do you have more respect for the Class 11 guys now?
Oh, I've always had respect for the Class 11s. Okay. I never would ever bump them or anything, never. I'm always easy on the throttle when I go by them and make sure I don't rock them and everything. No, those guys they have my heart. They're true off-road racers. They're out there beating it up. Yeah, they work hard. Yeah, good guys.
Hola, Juan. Have you ever raced anything like this before?
Es mi primera vez, corro en clase 11 y de veras está bien divertido, una competencia, ahora sí como se dice, parejos todos, ¿no? De ahí no hay quien da más ni quien da menos, el que más le gusta.
It's my first time racing a Class 11, and this is fun. All are equal, and the one who finds the best lines is the one who gets ahead. Also, something I noticed is the one who makes less mistakes shifting has an advantage. If you miss a gear shift, you lose time, and somebody passes you. The reaction has to be quick.
Ahí no es la reacción, tiene que ser inmediata.
Chad, it looks like you're third across the line and second behind Perry McNeil out of the invited drivers and first out of trophy truck drivers. Tell us about your race.
Well, that's still third to me. We came here to win, so it's nice, but we wanted to win. We had a good start. We were like fourth off of the second turn, and by the first straightaway, we were second. And that first guy, whoever, he's good. He was gone. But we had second all the way the first lap. Really took it pretty easy. Nothing crazy. Second lap, we're in the wash, thought we had a good line, everyone's far right. Two guys go by me. So we learned, stayed that position, went around, we picked it up a little on the third lap, a little bit faster, and I guess maybe we got one guy back, and here we are in third. Really fun. So nice of Mexico to have us. I really, really like the opportunity. Mexicali is a great place. This is awesome racing terrain. And I don't care what class you race, you can learn a lot. Everyone can learn from this. These guys are tough. This car is tough.
So what is the main difference from a trophy truck?
Oh my God. The size of the steering wheel. No, momentum. We've made trophy trucks where they accelerate so good now that it makes us a little lazy. You don't get that in these. You gotta keep your momentum. And I know they say that with everything, but it's even more important here because we can't blow turns. It gets too crazy. You really have to just know where that edge is.
Is this the first time you've driven a race car with 3 pedals?
Yes. I don't even know what that one's for. I think it helps me when I start, that's it.
So you'll be back next year?
If they invite me, I'll come. I like to.
Right on. Yeah, the Class 7 truck we just saw burned to the ground. But this video is about the awesomeness of Class 11, so let's pretend you didn't see that. Ultimately, after the second round of the afternoon, the regular Class 11 guys beat the trophy truck drivers. Gilberto Arriola won the race, Roberto Robles came in second, and the best Class 11 powered by a trophy truck driver, Gustavo Vildosola, was only able to secure third place. What we learned from this challenge is that a racer's toughness and speed is not a question of unlimited wheel travel and budget, but comes from experienced driving in whatever class you're in. Today, a Class 11 driver beat a trophy truck driver. So, the cute-looking bugs have the upper hand for now. But come February 2012, that can all change when trophy truck drivers get invited back to take them on again. And here are the race results. RaceDesert.com, where racing continues 24/7 long after the dust settles.